In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. There was a time within my lifetime, 50, 60 years ago, there was something called the Civil Rights Movement. There was something called Black Revolution Movement. And we heard the names of many persons like Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Fannie Lou Hamer, Stokely Carmichael, Eldridge Cleaver, Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, and so many known and unknown. I was a child born in Jim Crow and too young to really participate in the activity of civil rights or Black Revolution type behavior. I was born towards the end of what we know of as Jim Crow. During this period of time, it was estimated the population of the so-called or the once called Negro in this country, the population was about 18 to 20 million soul brothers and sisters in this nation during the time of what we call the Civil Rights Movement, Black Revolutionary Movement. Now, what is really sad, only a very small portion of the 18 to 20 million in this country actually participated, although they benefited from the activity of a few. Maybe not even a million. Out of 18 to 20 million soul brothers and sisters in this nation, maybe a million, 10%. It wasn't very many. You could tell it wasn't very many that participated in this activity that benefit the whole 18 to 20 million. We even saw children, not adults. We saw a lot of children that actually participated in the civil rights movement. They came out of their school and went to jail and were treated like adults by the racists. But these was children willing to fight. I was too young myself to know all these things, but as soon as I began to understand as a child, I wanted to participate in the fight. But again, a small handful of persons compared to the 18 to 20 million in this nation. You know who I'm talking about, because that's the majority. The majority benefit from the sacrifice, the suffering of the minority. The majority did nothing, and they should be ashamed of themselves, but there's no shame for a coward and parasite. And we should know this, because many of us today, we have the same attitude. We will watch others struggle. We will watch others sacrifice and suffer, sit on our ass and do nothing. We're like that today. We want somebody else to go to jail. We want somebody else to suffer, and we benefit. So the parasites who benefit, who didn't do a damn thing, believed the war was over, because now I can marry me a white woman. I can marry me a white guy. I can eat at a lunch counter. I understand why pro-black people hate integration, and they talk about integration so bad, but that was not the premise. Don't tell that lie. That's what the civil rights movement was about. Marrying Caucasian people and sitting at a lunch counter was all about fighting for equal rights, I want you to treat me. I want to be treated like a man. I want to be treated like a woman, an equal citizen in this nation. It was not about these tiddlywink things. But that's what it turned out to be. And your enemy used their media to paint this picture. That's what it was all about. And excerpts from Dr. King's speeches, well, little black boys and little black girls, he did not say, I'm sleeping with your ass. I just want to be treated like a citizen because I earned it. Living in this nation for over 400 years. And I fought in all your wars. And I pay all my taxes. The black man and woman, the soul brothers and sisters in this country, more patriotic than anybody in this land. Proven fact. But not treated and given the benefits of a citizen. That's what it was about. It was not about sleeping with somebody. These folks don't give a damn about giving you their panties. They rape you on the slave plantation. They don't care about sleeping with you. They don't want to give you power. They don't want to give you equality. They don't care about you eating a sandwich at a lunch counter. They don't want you to have the same power. They don't want you to have the same advantages as they do. That's what the movement was about. And these who complain, these who run their mouth, didn't do a damn thing in the struggle. You have the right to complain. You ain't did nothing. You the beneficiary. And you still the beneficiary. You ain't did a damn thing to progress the movement. You haven't won any more battles. So the children who come after these fighters, the children who benefit from those who did fight, I'm comfortable. I can get me a good job. I can go to school with them. Because of the few little gains, there's a sense of being comfortable, illusion. I finally get my piece of the pie. So you marry Caucasian people and you go to parties with Caucasian people and you integrate it. It's all lovey-dovey now. And the generation that come after tell you, I ain't like my mama. I ain't like my racist daddy and my racist grandfathers. We're not like that. We gonna change things in this country. We gonna change things. And so now you hear them cry. You hear them complain. Because they sniggle and they skin and grin in their new white friend. I got white friends. A disclaimer, everybody not the same. Because there are those Caucasian people who will treat you as you should be treated. But of course, those in power who you thought was different from their mama and their daddy, they don't mind giving you some ding-a-ling. They don't mind giving you their poutine. They don't care about all that. They don't care because you eat a sandwich. But they're not going to give you any power. What you don't understand, and now you hear certain spoiled ass leeches complaining, how come they not treating us? We still struggling. I thought we go to the same concerts y'all go to. We married white folks. You're still not treating us. They ain't supposed to. Your Bible even said, you are your father the devil. And the works of your devil they shall do. They're the same. And the reason why they're going to stay the same, no matter how you skin and grin and whatever you feel this relationship that you got, the bottom line is they enjoy the position of having an advantage over you. And these fake black men will agree until they are put in a position of advantage. Because they don't want women to have the same advantages and opportunities that they do. People like having advantage over others. This is why they're not going to do that. They're not going to fight white racism. They're not going to fight white supremacy. Because it's easy to do. It's not difficult. But I'm not going to do it because I enjoy having a bigger house than you. Being able to travel more than you can. I enjoy the law will let me do certain things that you can't do. Folks enjoy privilege. I even heard, or I was told by a Caucasian person, yeah, I enjoy my privilege. I enjoy having advantages over you. They said it outright. I enjoy it. So they're not going to go all out their way because of you. Who the hell are you? Because they don't like you like that. They don't love you like that. That's in your imagination. You are real about yours. You are real about equality. You are real about equal citizenship. You are real about being an American. They are not. So when Donald Trump starts coming up, you begin to see the real them. Let's win America back. They want it to be like the old days. And what was the old days for you and me? On a slave plantation. Lynched from a tree. Facing discrimination. And all kinds of oppression. It was good for them. And when you walk down the street, you better look down on the ground. Let's go back. Let's go back to the good old days. And now I hear the children of these leeches, because you ain't did a damn thing to fight for no rights or anything. If it was up to you, we'd still be on a slave plantation. So now I hear them complaining. These Caucasian people, they're just like their parents. Of course they are. So what you gonna do about it? You're not gonna do nothing except tolerate it like your cowardly, happy-ass parents done. Waiting on somebody else to fight. Somebody else to suffer. And your funky little children benefit from somebody else suffering and sacrifice. That's why I refuse and will no longer participate in that type of behavior. I'm not here to save nobody. How can you go to sleep? And then what do you do for Dr. King? You make a statue and you name a street. Who gives a damn? That don't help nobody because you name a street after a dead man. Make a statue of a dead man. But you haven't done nothing to progress his work so that his dream could come true. And the choice is either you get that done or you need to strive to separate yourself from these hypocrites, because that's what they are. And you need to take your destiny in your own hands. Or just admit and just continue to be the damn slave and tolerate like our ancestors did. Yes, sir, massa. That ain't right, massa. They don't care because you angry and upset. It took thousands of us to go into the streets and fight this battle to change this. They're not going to change nothing unless you're ready to go for a battle. But you ain't going to do nothing. And the only way that you can actually make progress is with this vision that we bring here called the Mississippi Campaign. Because you put yourself in a position, either we will be treated as equal citizens or we're putting ourselves in a position to exodus the hell out. One or the other. You need to take your destiny in your own hands. If you are a man, if you're one, but if you are a slave, like the majority was and is, you didn't fight, there are very few of us that can say, my ancestor walked with Fannie Lou Hamer or Dr. King. They didn't participate. The majority of us are nothing but leeches. We benefit from somebody else's sweat, blood, and tears. Me personally, I feel shame. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because ain't nobody in no hurry to save your happy ass. Except reality, my friend, is much easier.